Are you getting married soon? Still hunting for that perfect venue? Well, look no further because I think I found one for you. Hello, my name is Melanie Sue, your average content creator, and today I'm here to share some wisdom, information, and of course, my fur babies. Today's video is one video that I've been dying to actually make since my whole wedding experience has even taken place. It's been a roller coaster of an experience, that is for sure, and I figured I'd share that experience with you guys. So I decided to put a little wedding series together for you guys, and here is episode 1 of my wedding series. We're gonna be talking all things venue related. Keep in mind that everything I discuss today is solely based on what I chose to do and what I chose in general. So you might not like it, but I figured I would kind of describe the little ins and outs of the process of each thing. Without further ado, let's get into this video. We all know there's no wedding without a venue, and it doesn't have to be an expensive venue. It could literally be something super small, but it's no wedding without a venue. You need that destination. When it came to choosing the perfect venue, I felt like I knew exactly what I wanted. And the one thing that's really important to me is something that wasn't super far for everyone to get to. We have a lot of family and friends that live all over, so we wanted to make sure that it was accessible for everybody, including ourselves. I thought this was gonna be something that was gonna take me forever to find, but I'm pretty low maintenance. I can get with anything, honestly. Everything and anything makes me happy. I had an idea of what I wanted. I wanted something rustic, and I wanted to feel like family oriented. I know these are weird things to look for in a venue, but like it just had to have that certain spark for me. If it didn't have it, I did not want to. But I'm pretty low maintenance. I can get with anything, honestly. I was thankful enough to not have to keep searching very long because I actually ended up finding a venue. I think the first venue I found was literally the first one that I ended up going for, which was the barn at Stoneybrooke, located in Atglen, Pennsylvania. I have never heard of Atglen, Pennsylvania till I searched this venue up. When I first found this venue, my husband and I lived in Philadelphia, so the venue was roughly about 30 minutes from where we used to live. However, we ended up moving and buying a house, which then made it from 30 minutes to an hour. That extra 30 minutes made a big difference when it was the day of the wedding. I know I said I want to make it accessible for everybody, but let me just tell you, make it accessible for you. You're your top priority, especially if you got to drive over there, top priority. However, the drive was worth it the day we went for the tour. Oh my God. I'm such a country girl at heart. I love that wide open land and farm. I love it. I think something about that type of environment or type of area just makes me feel like that's family. And this place was definitely not shy from it. Let me tell you, it was beautiful. So let me bring up some of the stuff that we drove into as we got to the venue. As you pull into the parking lot, which is a decent sized parking lot, I feel like not a lot of people have friends. Maybe I'm just talking about myself. I don't have a lot of friends. As you get out, you're faced with a massive barn. And then to the left of that, there's a smaller barn, which I think is a storage where they keep all their landscaping stuff and all that. And then there is the walkway to go to not just the aisle to walk down, but a little area where they do the cocktail hour outside. Absolutely breathtaking. When you go to the cocktail hour area, there is this massive tin can looking thing. I think they use these tall ones to like put corn in. I'm gonna put some imagery around so that you guys kind of get an idea of what this venue looked like, because I feel like the pictures don't do it justice. And I have taken a few pictures and videos of this venue, so I'll share it for you to get visual. Please bear with me. If you're watching this video by now, my wedding video came out. I'll leave the little link right up here so you can go check it out. That way, if you wanna go see what it looks like, the venue is captured pretty nicely in that video. So definitely go look at it and see my wedding video, because why not? They have a beautiful garden where the cocktail hour is, and the walkway down the aisle, what the guests overlook is gorgeous. Nothing but trees, and if you do it in the fall, you're gonna get those beautiful colors. There was cows in the front, which that was a plus for me. That one really sold me. Once I saw the cows, I knew that was the place I wanted to get married at. The good thing about this venue too is they have the option for both indoor and outdoor ceremony. I was really banking on having a venue that had everything, like ceremony, reception. I didn't want to have to travel to one area, then go to another. I didn't want the chaos. So thankfully this accommodated both. I really loved outside more. So I was obviously banking on doing my ceremony outside, which thank God the day was absolutely beautiful and I was able to do that. It was actually hotter than I thought, and it was fall. But the inside one is a nice open room with a fireplace, which is where you would walk and say I do. And then towards the back, there is the men's quarter where they get ready, and they had a really cool pool table. I don't personally have pictures of what that room looked like, but I do have photos from my wedding that have like some glimpses of it. In the barn, you're presented with these really beautiful big doors, and then you're presented with the barn. the best part about this, honestly. It is a big open floor. Right in the front, there's like the dance area, and then towards the sides is where they would put like a table and all that. The venue, from what I can recall, fits I think 200 to 250 guests. We only had 120. It felt good. I feel like anything past that honestly might be a little like much. I don't know how they fit that many people in there and make it look as good as they do. Maybe they make it work. I don't know. They also have a loft area, which is where our DJ was set. I just wanted them to be kind of in their own space so no one was bothering them or tripped over any cables. And it also allowed them to kind of roam free and do their little things without worrying about anybody taking anything. That is like my biggest thing. I want to make sure that all of the people that we hired were taken care of as best as possible. Below that, there is the restrooms, and then to the side of that, there is the women's quarters, which again, I don't have pictures of it, but my photographer took some photos of us in there getting ready, so I'm gonna put those little snippets in there so you can see. It was very luxurious, very open. It had a nice place for the girls to get their hair and makeup done, but also for us to just sit and wait. What really sold us on this venue, and we didn't really know much about this part until we actually went for the tour, that Jenn, who happens to be the owner of the barn, which I will also put all the names of the people that we worked with in the description. So if you're interested in this venue, everything will be down in the description box. She explained to us the extra add-ons that you can purchase for the venue, as well as a add-on to get a coordinator, which that, I can't stress enough how freaking thankful I am for that feature. Like, I am beyond thankful. It saved my life. You have no idea. We ended up going with a coordinator. Our coordinator was called Lauryn. She was absolutely amazing, the sweetest person ever. She was actually Jenn's daughter-in-law, which made that whole feel of what I wanted to feel nice. I wanted something family-oriented and just cozy and comfy, and what better than to get a venue that was family-based. Lauryn was our coordinator. We got to make an appointment with her a little bit closer to the day of our wedding, and we spoke to her on what we were doing and things that we were trying to get done and how we were as a couple, because, you know, they want to get to know you a little bit, so obviously do that. We discussed my wants and vision for my wedding, which I've had so much trouble figuring that out. I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know how to execute it, and she just nailed it, like nailed it. She was very much contact me whenever you have a problem, whenever you need anything, send me all the pictures you can so I can nail this. She was very big on decorating. She really enjoyed that a lot. So I could not be thankful for her enough. I am the type of person that I don't easily ask people for help. It's a big issue. And if you're that person, you really got to shake it out if you're planning a wedding by yourself, because honestly, help is the biggest blessing during those times. Like, you have no idea. It is such an overwhelming feeling. I can't tell you how many panic attacks and anxiety attacks that I've had just dealing with this wedding. I felt kind of like crap because as much as I wanted this day to happen, I want this day to be over. Obviously, no bride wants to have that feeling of, I just want this day to be over with. Lauryn was there to save the day, and she executed it to beyond the standards that I even thought she could. I did have help from loved ones on other things, and I'm very thankful for them and super happy because, again, I couldn't have done it without them, but it was not an easy journey even with the help. And I know not everyone is in the position of being able to afford these things. I don't want anyone to take away from this video that I'm bragging about these extra luxuries that I was able to get during the time of planning my wedding. Everyone has their own thing, which is why I stress that you should ask everyone and anyone that can help you plan this wedding, ask away. And you're obviously not obligated to spend a crazy amount of money to get a venue for one day. I guess what I'm saying with that is do it in your means. If you can afford to do these things and these are things that you've always envisioned for yourself, do it. Go for it. Don't worry about all those people on social media saying how they need to normalize affordable weddings. If you can afford to pay for it, then obviously it's an affordable wedding to you. So if that's something you want, do it. But if you want something a lot smaller and intimate, there's nothing wrong with that either. It is your special day, and no one has the right to tell you how you should and shouldn't spend that. Now, with all that being said, I'm sure you're wondering, how much did it all actually cost? If there's one thing that I did a lot of research on when doing this part, is people are very shy on discussing prices of what they spent. And I think it's kind of unfair. If you're making videos like this, discussing what you did and stuff, throw the price tag out there, because if someone happens to see this video and thinks, oh, I kind of want to reach out to that venue, get a tour and see what it's all about, they're obviously going to be told the pricing of everything. They're going to be told the layout of everything. So why hide it? You know what I mean? I'm also giving rough estimates because I didn't personally purchase these things. I just knew based off of what the people at the venue told me. So the venue itself is roughly around 9 to 10K. And then paying for our coordinator was something aside from the venue price. So that was $250 aside. And we ended up adding drape to ours. So that was another like $600, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. The good thing is that yes, those are things that you have to pay for. There are things that you don't have to pay for that come with this venue, which I thought was really awesome. They have a closet in the back that has a bunch of decorative supplies that you can use. So if you're kind of trying to save money, this closet is going to come in handy. They have a bunch of jars, placement tables, centerpieces, decorative little accents, everything you can like think of, they have it. Before you go and buy anything, if you do decide to go with this venue, or honestly any venue for this matter, because I don't know if every venue is the same, but ours did this, ask them if they have any decorative supplies that you can use. It never hurts to ask, right? Well, that concludes episode 1 of my wedding series, all about my venue. I hope that it was informative to some extent. I'm just trying to throw out information out there that I hadn't been able to find, but feel free to leave any comments of any questions you might have of something that I might have not discussed in this specific video, anything venue related. I promise you other videos are going to discuss other portions of my wedding. So if that's something that interests you, definitely subscribe to my channel because I will have more content out there about my wedding. I just want to be as open as possible when it comes to the whole planning process. It's not an easy process. It really isn't. I have watched videos on people talking about how difficult it was and how stressful it is, and they are not lying. It really, really is a very stressful thing. And it's even more stressful when you choose to take it on by yourself. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my content out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.